Good evening and namaskar and welcome to our dear students and learners. You all are watching Pradhan Mantri eVidya channel number 6 to 12 and our YouTube channel NCERT Official. So learners, you all know that this is our very special session. We call it Sahyog. Sahyog provides psychosocial support and mental well-being for all our students. Our today's topic is life skills for coping with students 21st century's challenges. So regarding this topic, you can send your feedbacks, your questions, your queries, any question you want to send to our expert. Our toll-free number is 8800440559, and also you can email us sahyog.ncert@ciet.nic.in. And dear viewers, you can also join our YouTube session through our YouTube channel, that is NCERT Official, and you can drop your messages here also. So let me introduce our expert. Our expert are Professor Balaida R. Dhakar, Northeast Region Institute of Education, NERIE, NCERT Shillong. Namaskar and welcome, ma'am.
Namaskar and good evening to all.
Yes, and our next expert is Dr. Rajiv Kumar Jha, PGT Biology, KVS, KV, Rangia, Guwahati Region, Assam, practicing counselor and former IS and Deputy Director Education, Government, Assam. Rajiv sir, welcome sir. Namaskar.
नमस्कार and good evening to all of you. आप सभी का स्वागत है आज के इस प्रोग्राम
जी. So viewers and learners, let's start today's session, and my first question is to Balaida ma'am. Why have you chosen this topic, ma'am?
Thank you for the question, and once again a very good evening to all the viewers, those who are present in CIT studio, and to Dr. Jha. So why this topic, or why we have chosen this topic? Well, it is a very pertinent question indeed, Kusumji.
Yes.
And let me begin by saying that there is a shift of life skill concept. We say from survival and income generation skills, that is livelihood skills, to individuals' capacity to fully function and participate in daily life, that is life skills. See, life skills enable individuals to deal effectively with the demands and challenges of everyday life. That means a person is flexible in approach and is able to adjust in different circumstances, which also implies that person is forward-looking and even in difficult situations, and they can find a ray of hope and opportunities to find solutions. So it further helps to change actions, and steps according to the different situation students are facing, to lead a team and be able to have effective team management in relation to real world challenges, to begin a task independently and to communicate, then work collaboratively and effectively in diverse social and cultural environments. So moreover, life skills constitute an important part of the 21st century skills, and development of life skills such as critical thinking skills, interpersonal communication skills, negotiation, refusal skills, decision making, problem solving skills, then coping and self-management skills are very critical for dealing with the demands and challenges of everyday life. So I think that's why we have chosen this topic. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. My next question is to Dr. Rajiv sir. Sir, what are the meanings and types of life skills?
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
As Professor Balaida Dhakar has said, life skills are abilities for adaptive and positive behavior that enable individuals to deal effectively with demands and challenges of everyday life. This is what is said by the WHO. And irrespective of our profession, age, class, whatever, we all face different challenges and demands in our daily life. Every human, in fact, all living organisms, And to meet to those demands and challenges, we need to have certain set of abilities so that we can adapt to those demands and challenges. Our reaction to those demands and challenges should be positive so that it leads to successful attainment of goal, etc. So all these set of abilities for adaptive and positive behavior is known as life skill. Here, adaptive means flexibility to adjust to the different circumstances, and positive behavior implies the attitude of the person to look to the different difficult situations with a ray of hope. The core 10 life skills which has been stated by WHO can be well categorized into three important categories as of thinking skills, then of emotional or coping skills, and then the social skills. Professor Dakar has given certain glimpses about those skills. Under thinking skills,
Balaida ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, as we are talking about life skills, so our viewers and listeners want to know.
the decision
Yes.
making, and after that the problem solving. Whereas emotional or coping skills implies for managing stress as well as managing emotions. And the social skills implies for self-awareness, effective communication, interpersonal relationship, as well as empathy. These are the 10 core life skills enumerated by World Health Organization. But beside these 10 core life skills, there are certain new upcoming life skills which are required in this 21st century. The very pertinent example that we all have faced last year, and to some extent we are even now facing, is the use of digital platform. The people who could not adapt to the use of digital platform felt miserable. Therefore, in this 21st century, besides this digital platforms, ability to use the digital platforms as a life skill, few other life skills are also required, like collaboration. Gone are the days when single intellect, single intelligence and abilities were appreciated in order to achieve the goal. Nowadays, any big achievement is based on the collaborative work of the people from different spheres. For example, this program which we are continuing right now, here is the teamwork of the cameraman, of the sound system, of different IT professionals, the academicians, the practicing counselors. If all these cogs of this wheel do not function in tandem, the program will not culminate to be a successful. Therefore, collaboration, the ability to work in a collaborative way has emerged in this 21st century as a very important life skill. Nowadays, with the invent of the internet, information boom is everywhere. In fact, I also say there is information pollution. In this environment of information pollution, it is very important to have the information literacy. When I say information literacy, I mean ability to judge which the information is right, which is wrong, which information is to be assimilated, to be used, and which not. Similarly, technology skills and digital literacy has come up as one of the very important 21st century life skills. Media literacy. Nowadays, we all will sit in front of the television or when we log into the internet, what we find is there are thousands of the media channels. Media has become like the business houses, and therefore media literacy is very important. That which channel
प्रोफेसर बलाइडा मैम, जैसा कि हमने अभी समझा, डॉक्टर राजीव सर ने बताया हमें मीनिंग एंड टाइप्स ऑफ लाइफ स्किल्स के बारे में. सो मैम, द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज टू यू मैम कि व्हाई लाइफ स्किल इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अवर स्टूडेंट्स एंड लर्नर्स एंड नीडेड फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स टू बी अवेयर ऑफ दीज स्किल्स टुडे मैम. यस मैम.
as well are very important, and these are the emerging 21st century life skills which we all need to have and inculcate in our students.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for explaining meaning and types of life skills. So we are talking about the why it is important for our students and learners, and why the students to be aware of these life skills. Balaida ma'am.
Okay, coming to this question on the need and importance of life skills, yes, students need to be aware of these skills so that they can cope with the challenges and pressures they encounter in their lives, and to empower them to deal with risky situations and behaviors and allow them to make healthy choices. However, it is a tool for empowering the students to act responsibly. Then it enables them to take initiative and take control over their action and behavior. It helps to transmit knowledge, attitude, values into actual practice. It also helps students to rise above emotional issues arising from daily conflicts, such as entangled relationships, peer pressure, which are likely to resort to antisocial or high-risk behavior, such as alcoholism, drug abuse, casual relationships, rebellion, and disorientation. So the purpose is to enable today's student to be a good citizen and a responsible human being who is well aware of his her potential and competence. So here I would like to say that simply teaching to tests or learning for exams is not going to help a student face everyday life situations. So life skills are key to the empowerment of students to deal with the issues and concerns related to their life. And you see today, because of rapid economic and social change, schools have to prepare students for jobs that have not yet been created, technologies that have not yet been invented, and problems that we don't yet know will arise. So students will, all they need is to be responsible in handling of issues like independence, intimacy, and peer group dependence are concerns that need to be recognized and appropriate support to be given to cope with them. Hence, it is important to recognize that students in general and adolescents in particular need social and emotional support, that they may require reinforcement of norms of positive behavior. So therefore, development of life skills is essential to cope with the risky situations like that they encounter in their lives, manage peer pressure, especially during adolescent stage, and deal with gender stereotypes, among others. So these are few of the points which I want to highlight on the need and importance of life skills, and why students need to be aware. It is high time, it is the need of the hour that students be made aware of these different life skills and to be equipped with these life skills. Thank you.
Thank you ma'am, telling the importance of life skills. और इन लाइफ स्किल्स को बताने के लिए पेरेंट्स और टीचर की भूमिका भी बहुत अहम हो जाती है. तो मेरा अगला सवाल डॉक्टर राजीव झा से है. सर, What is the role of teachers and parents in educating the children on these life skills? Rajiv sir.
It's a well-established notion that any education consists of the involvement of the parents, teachers, as well as the school. Therefore, in this tripartite triangle of the teamwork of parents, school or teachers, and the textbook are very important. Life skills are gained through school or college, through work experiences, through hobbies, through books, elders, peers, etc. There is a saying that give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. This old saying emphasizes the importance of inculcating life skills in children. And this responsibility of inculcating life skills in children definitely is on parents and the teachers of the school or the academic institution. Except few inborn skills, all other skills are the acquired traits, be it language, be it movement, or whatsoever. And inculcating the life skills begins from the home itself and then in school. It is seen that life skills can be improved if we can identify, analyze, and practice these skills. Most importantly, life skills are acquired when the person is directly exposed to the situation. For example, we cannot learn swimming until we delve in the pond or swimming pool. Just by reading about swimming, we cannot swim. We cannot drive the car without sitting on the driving seat. So all life skills can be gained only when the child is exposed to that situation. And here comes the role of the instinctive teaching or learning. The empirical teaching or learning, the practical teaching, learning, the project method of teaching and learning, these are very important, which needs to be practiced in the school. The academic scenario, the practice which we see mostly in schools, what we find is that theoretical knowledge is given, but the children are not exposed to practice those skills, those knowledge in life. And therefore, what has been observed by National Council for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, sharing the data from international level organization, that approx 29 million skill deficit is going to come up by 2030. And NCSDE also points to our inadequate education system as the main reason behind this skill gap. And therefore, the National Education Policy 2020 has given due thrust on education system that focuses on skill development. NEP 2020 has given a scope for and has discussed and has planned for skill acquisition from early child care education, ECCE, starting from 3 years. We are imparting education to the students, but it is seen that functional literacy and functional numeracy is not gained by large section of the students even after completing his or her primary education. So this shows the gap in the learning outcomes, and therefore National Education Policy 2020 calls for a creative and multidisciplinary curriculum that includes humanities, sports and fitness, language, etc. Generally, we see the child who is scoring very good in examination does not perform good in sports. A student who is a good sportsman fails to qualify the school examination or promotion examination. So that leads to the gap of the minimum level of learning. And a sportsman, even with a good sports achievement, feels miserable when he sits among the educated people, intellectual people. Therefore, it is very important that the parents and the teachers and the schools together tries to inculcate all the different life skills required in the children. And thus the role of school teachers and parents is very important.
जी सर, थैंक यू सर. बलाडा मैम, आप इस सेशन के लिए कंक्लूडिंग रिमार्क्स कुछ देना चाहेंगे?
Evidences shows that when both girls and boys students are equipped with life skills, they have the potential to overcome any challenges that they meet in their daily life situation in a positive manner. Mark here, in a positive manner, which is very, very essential. But along with that, they also need to be supported and encouraged by teachers as well as parents, just like Dr. Jha has pointed out, along with appropriate and effective educational programs, attentive to their needs and capabilities. So to sum up, we can say that life skills are not only to be taught. Again, that point has been highlighted. It is not only to be taught, but to make our students equipped with these life skills. Let them practice these life skills in real life, situations. Expose them to real life situations. Let them practice these life skills so that they will be able to face and cope different 21st century challenges in life. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Professor Balaida, ma'am, or Dr. Rajiv, sir, for explaining today's session very briefly. Thank you. Thank you, you both, the expert. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all. Thank you.
And dear learners and viewers, in today's session, we learn about life skills, the meanings and the types of life skills, and why it is important in our lives, and why it is important for our students, and why the students should aware of these life skills we have learned in this session. I hope you learned a lot from this session. So keep watching NCERT YouTube channel and PM eVidya channel. Namaskar.